Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have spent the last 4 days either in the desert or in the car driving to and from the desert, and it was an absolutely lovely trip that I took with my girlfriend for my birthday, but I was without Wi-Fi or my cat or makeup for that whole time. So yes, I am happy to be back. I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the books that I'm really looking forward to that are being released in 2018, and also just, talk about my reading goals for the year a little bit. Last year I read 67 books, which is 2 less than the year before that, and I am totally fine with that. I had a goal of reading 50 books, I obviously surpassed that, but one thing that I wanted to really sort of focus on this year was not really so much the quantity of books that I'm reading, and more focus on books that are longer, books that are more complex. I want to read more nonfiction this year, and so I've actually set my goal at 25 books for the year, but I also have been participating in a reading challenge all this month, so I've already read 10, and we're halfway through January. So I'm sure I'll pass the 25, but I really just set it so low because I didn't really want to be worried about how many books I'm reading, because then I tend to read books that are shorter, and sometimes I'll finish books that I enjoy less because I just want to be able to check off another book. So I'm trying to focus more on and really enjoying the things I read and reading longer and more complex stuff. I have also now officially left my full-time job to become a full-time student while working part-time. I don't really know what this means for the frequency of my videos yet, but I'm actually really excited to be a full-time student because I'm working towards a master's degree in speech-language pathology, which is basically to become a speech therapist, and that's really what I want to do as a career, so yeah, good things. There are some books that are coming out this year though that I am very excited about. The first of these actually already came out. It came out I think the first week in January. This book is Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I don't really know a ton about like the plot or the premise of this. I just know it's about fairies, and I know it's a young adult book. I love Holly Black's books. I've also read her previous young adult fairy book called Darkest Part of the Forest. I don't know if this is related to that or not, like if it takes place in the same world, but I really loved Darkest Part of the Forest, so the fact that she's writing another fairy book that is a YA, to me, is a positive. I am planning on picking this one up as soon as I actually make it to a bookstore, just I've been traveling and it's been the new year and all that kind of stuff. The next book is one that I have been waiting for so many years. I don't remember when she first announced that she was going to be writing this series, but we've been waiting for this book for so long. It is Tempest and Slaughter by Tamora Pierce. This is book 1 of the New Mare series, which basically is New Mare's prequel story, so him learning magic in Carthag and eventually his escape and life in Tortal as a practicing mage. I love New Mare. He is introduced in the Immortal series, which I actually just finished rereading in preparation for this book coming up. I hope that it goes pretty far into his life. Like, obviously it's not going to overlap with when he meets Dane, but still, I'm just so excited about this, and I've been waiting for another Tamora Pierce Tortal book. I think the last one she wrote came out like 6 years ago, I think. So yeah, it's time. I'm so ready. This one is coming out in February, I think mid-February, but I forget the exact day. The next book that I'm very excited about is coming out in March. It is The Unbinding of Mary read by Miriam McNamara, and honestly, I was sold from this just by the like 1-sentence blurb, which is that it's about a bisexual lady pirate who originally disguises herself as a boy and enlists in the Navy, and then she sees basically a female pirate when their ship is attacked, and the female pirate is like very out and it's obvious that she's a woman, and so Mary decides that she wants that life instead and basically just changes sides and joins the pirates. I'm so excited. The next book is also coming out in March. It is Obsidium by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is the final book in the Illuminae series, which I have talked about before. I can't remember if I put it in like a favorites of the year last year, but it definitely belongs in like one of my top favorite series. It's told all in document format in like collections of email transcripts and transcriptions of video footage and stuff like that. And I'm just really into this, and I'm really excited to see how the story wraps up. So the next book that I'm really excited about is coming out in May, and it is Anger is a Gift by Mark Oshiro. He's kind of an internet personality. He's known online as Mark Does Stuff, and he's been writing this book for a while. I actually saw him do a reading of it maybe a few years ago, and from what I can gather, what he read us then is actually very different than what the actual finished product is going to be like, because it was definitely a work in progress. When he read it to us, there were some speculative fiction elements to it, and I'm not sure if those are still there or not. But it's about a black kid who lost his father to police violence and sort of a, I think, conspiracy happening in his school. Like there's starting to be all this increased security and they don't really know why. So anyway, I have liked Mark Oshiro for a while and I'm really excited to finally read this book that he's been writing for years. So the final book that I wanted to talk to you about that's being released in 2018 is The Darkest Legacy by Alexandra Bracken. This is a follow-up to her Darkest Minds series that I put in a like favorites of the year video whenever I finished it. I don't remember, a while ago. And I just love this series. I think that it is basically the pinnacle of the like YA futuristic dystopia genre. It is the best of the best. It has such great characters. It has such an interesting way that the society has sort of fallen apart. It has such an intricate and respectful look at trauma and how trauma echoes throughout years, even after you've been removed from that traumatic situation. It's so nuanced and beautiful and good, and she is writing a whole new series from the perspective of Zoo, who is one of my favorite side characters, and I just can't wait. It's coming out in August. I will be reading it immediately. So that is going to be it for the video today. Let me know what books you're looking forward to or what your reading goals are for 2018 down in the comments. My channel is apparently being demonetized because I haven't hit the magic 4,000 hours of views, or whatever that number is. Which is not really a problem for me personally. YouTube has always been a hobby and not a moneymaker, and honestly I care a lot less about how many people watch my videos versus how many people actually enjoy and want to talk to me about my videos. So anyway, please feel free to talk to me in the comments, and I will see you guys very soon with another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!